Hello, my name is Daniel. I am a student and this is my integrated project. I am going to talk about what I learned in each module. Let's begin. In this module, I learned how to talk about my daily habits, physical description, personality, and family members. I learned to describe my routine using the present simple. For example, I wake up early every day, I brush my teeth in the morning, I have lunch with my family, I read the newspaper in the afternoon. I also learned to describe people. For example, my cousin is chubby, my sister has brown hair, my brother is tall and slim. I can also talk about personality. My grandparents are kind and friendly. Finally, I can describe my family. My granddad and grandma are part of my family. My parents are married and we are happy together. In this module, I learned how to talk about a past event using the past simple. I also learned to use there was, there were, and could. I learned to describe my last birthday with simple words. For example, my birthday was amazing. There was a lot of food and wine. The atmosphere was good. I could hang out with my co-workers. We listened to K-pop music and had fun. Finally, I learned to use second words to tell my history. For example, first, then, after that, and finally. In this model, I learned how to tell a history using the past continuous. I also learned to connect action using when and why. I learned to describe action that happened at the same time. For example, I was cooking when my friend arrived. I was watching TV when my sister started singing a song. I was waiting for 20 minutes when the bus finally came. Finally, I also learned to talk about a sequence of events. For example, first I was eating meat, then I was taking a taxi. After that, I was asking for information while my friend was studying in line. In this model, I learned how to talk about life experience using the present perfect tense. I learned to talk about I have done. For example, I have just moved to another city. I have already traveled by airplane. I have traveled by boat and by train too. I have done windsurfing and I have met new people. I can also ask questions. For example, have you ever had a job interview? How long have you lived in your city? Finally, I learned to use words like just, already, never, ever, and since to tell about my experience. In this module, I learned how to talk about rules and obligations using modal verbs like have to, must, need to, can, and could. I learned how to say what people need to do. For example, I need to make a reservation, I need to show my password at the airport, I also need to get a vaccination before I try. I also learned to talk about what we have to do. For example, we have to follow the rules. At the airport, we have to be on time. We have to vote around for the trip. I learned how to use must to give strong rules. For example, you must bring your travel documents. You must stay late at the airport. Finally, I learned to talk about what we can or could do. For example, we can take a round trip by airplane or by boat. We could pay with a traveler's check.